You know, in Matthew chapter 7, around verse 24, Jesus, after wrapping up his Sermon on the Mount, he gets to this kind of parable that he uses to, I think, really point out some key things about life and how we should go about living. He talks about two men with the same goal in common. They both wanted to build a house. But with the same goal in common, he also pulled out a vast contrast between them, because one man was building his on the rocks or the concrete and another man was building his on sand. And Jesus uses that parable to parallel to what our life should look like and how we make decisions for our life. Because a lot of times, you know, God gives us a vision, God gives us a promise, and God gives us a future. And those things are weighty. They mean so much. They're so valuable. And we try to build those things on sand, on things that aren't really stable, people that aren't stable, situations that aren't stable, circumstances that aren't stable. We use these great ideas and great giftings and try to build them on unstable things. And then when the storm shows up, the only thing that sand can do is fold. It can break. It doesn't hold its form, because sand wasn't meant to carry weight. But I believe if we get back to building our life on foundational things, on a foundational principle, I think we'd see better turnout and better results, because concrete was made to hold the weight. People don't build things on the sand. They actually remove sand. They remove dirt. And they pour in concrete. They make room for the things that matter. They make room for the things that will actually hold weight against the storms, hold weight against the winds, and won't move. And that's what I think our lives should be like. We should be removing things that don't mean anything, removing those meaningless relationships, removing those meaningless connections, maybe removing meaningless followers that are on Instagram, or removing just how much time you put into Instagram, and then replacing that with stuff that can hold the weight when the storm comes, stuff that can hold weight when challenges arise, when problems seem to get outrageous and out of hand. Replace those meaningless things and build your life on something that will stand, something that will hold the weight of the future, the promise, and the plan that God has given each and every one of us. And so I challenge you this week, find those things that are the concrete things in your life